Hello, welcome to tSMAS. tSMAS is an assessment management system developed at Mathematics and Computer Science Department here at Unitech. In this video, I will show you how to log in and use the tSMAS system. Basically, I will show you how to um, define the course assessment component breakup, schedule assessment items for the continuous component, generate progressive results, and finalizing results for the assessment coordinator to transfer to the student records management system. I will start with login part. So I'll click on the tSMAS app button here, icon. So when I click on that, it will show me the splash screen, and then this login window would show up. Here I have my credentials there, login name and the password saved on my computer. There's a remember me checkbox there. If you check this, the app would remember your login details. So next time when you want to log in, you don't need to type username and the password. You simply click on the login button and log in. If you are using someone else's computer, do not check this remember me button. Otherwise, the app will remember your credentials and someone else can access the system using your ID. So since I'm the only one using my computer, I'll have this feature turned on. All right, I'll just click on this login button. Click. So when I click on it, it will take me to this home screen here. Now this is where the items that I have access to are showing on my panel here. All right, so basically what I will do here, firstly I will set course assessment breakup. That is the component breakup for each of the courses that I have been allocated. And then for the continuous component for each of the courses, I will schedule assessment items, create assessment items for the continuous component. And then I also create examination item in the system as well. And then I'll record some marks, and then I will generate the progressive results in the system, and then I'll finalize my marks and then submit to the assessment coordinator. And then we'll also look at the assessment coordinator side of view of the system, and then we'll introduce you to how the assessment coordinator would export the results to a text file to be uploaded to the student records management system. All right, let me start off first here. Double click on this assessment transactions icon here. When I double click on it, it will show me the main panel. Well, this is where I would be interacting a lot with my course details, student assessment data, and all that. So if you look at the top left, you can see these are the courses that I have been allocated. There's one more course which I have not set the assessment component breakup yet, so which I will demonstrate in this video. All right, on the right hand side of the screen at the top, you can see a small window there with two tabs: assessment breakup and assessment schedule. This is where I will set my assessment component breakup, and then for each component I will schedule the assessment items here. So I'll start off with the assessment breakup. I simply click add. When I click add, it will enable these fields here, and then um, it will show me the course codes that I have been allocated. So here I have been allocated 3 courses, so 2 have already been set here, and 1 more to be set. So I select that, and I define the component breakup. So normally our courses are 50% for continuous and 50% for examination. Now I click on the save button. Yes. So when I click yes, it will show here in this data grid here. This will indicate to you that the record has been saved. Also on the left side of the screen here at the top, you would see the course code there, right? Now it's not showing the components there because I have not uh, added assessment items for it yet. So I'll do that now. Um, I will create 3 assessment items, 2 assignments, and 1 test. Now each assignment I will allocate 15%, and then for the test I will allocate 20%, and the total should give 50%. So now I have set the course assessment component breakup. The next thing I will do now is to define the assessment items. So on the same window, on the right hand side, I now click on this assessment schedule tab here, and I click add. Now I can select the course code from that drop down box at the top, select the continuous component. The assessment item number would be automatically generated. Then select the type here. So I have 2 assignments and 1 test. So assignment 1 there, and then the date when it was due. So I gave probably this one in March or something. So I go back to March and select the date there. And then it was due on 16:06, 4:06 p.m. Now the maximum score 50, and then the percentage allocated is 15%. Right, I can now save. Yes. So now you can see when I add an assessment item for this course, I can now see this side here, the component there showing. And then in the middle, you can see the class list on the left side, and then there's an assessment item column, blank column, where I will add marks for each of the students for this assessment item. And then we have a progressive score column there, as well as grade column there that would be automatically calculated when we record the marks. I will also add another item, assignment 2. I'll do the same, click add button, select the course code. Now I select the continuous component. So this is second item number 2, and then assignment 2. So the name is automatically generated there. The system knows that there is first assignment that was already added. So this is second assignment. So I can select the date that I want the item was due. So maybe I'll select the date there. Probably this one is out of 60, and then percentage is 15%. So I save. So far now I have collected um, the other one was 5%, and the other one was 15 there, you can see. Now I want to change this 5% to 15. So what I do is I select this record, click on it, and then click modify, and then change this um, weighted to 15, and then I can simply update that So now I can see that's 15, 15, where is 15, 15 there, which gives this percentage here 25, 25, because I only have two items. So I'll add one more. Um, so that would be a test. Click add, select CS2 and 3, um, continuous, item number 3, and this would be test. Now test 1, maybe it's given in 12th of May out of maybe 35. All right, so now I can say that's 20%, right? So save. So now you can see um, three columns here, um, and also if you look at the percentage here, now you have a 15, 15, that's 30 and 20. So I've now collected um, a schedule assessment items here covering the 50% total there content. So now what I will do is to record the marks for each of the assessment items scored by the students. So now if I click on these cells here, that's read only there. I cannot do entry. Um, now to enable these entries, I have to uncheck this check boxes on the left side here. Now this controls put in place to avoid any mistakes that can be done on the marks here. So this one here corresponds to the first assessment item there, 1. The second corresponds to the second, 2 corresponds to the second assessment item, 3 corresponds to the third assessment item there, right? So if I uncheck this, it will make the first um, assessment item column here editable. So all cells are editable now. This is why I can now enter the marks. I can also uncheck all of this, and it will make all of the cells editable. So that's when I can write out the marks there, right? So I'll start off with the first one, okay? So I'll just put in some numbers. All right, so now I will lock this. So now the cells are not editable anymore. So I can proceed with the next. I assume that I have marked the scripts for the students, so I can now record their marks. So this out of 60. That's more than value more than 60, so it won't allow. That's more than 60. All right, so now if you look at this column here, progressive score, whenever I change any mark here, it would update this progressive score. So if I now change that to probably 30, you can see it's changed to now 17.7% there. All right, so I'll proceed with the next. I'll just put in some numbers. 12, So you can see that the percentage, progressive percentage is changing. All right, so now we have recorded all the marks for the 3 assessment items there. Now, this is normally done towards the end of the semester, and then we have examination item to be scheduled in the system as well. So now, to do that, we also create an item of type examination. So we simply do that on the same, click add. For the same course, we select examination, right? Now, um, so that would be item number 4, and then the name is automatically generated there. It's examination, and then we can specify the examination date. Maybe I'll just choose any of this date here, right? Now, what's the maximum? Maybe I'll put it 100 marks, and then that's 50%, so I can put 50 there. I simply click there, save, yes. So now you can see under this CS213 course code, you can see another component there, which is examination. And then it's showing the class list there, as well as a column to enter the marks for the examination. So these are 2 separate components, so that's continuous, and this is the examination, the final exam. So now, assume that I have marked the exams for the students. I can now record their marks here. I simply uncheck that. I can now record their marks. All right, so now we have entered the marks for the exam for the students. Now we can log this, right? So we have the component for this continuous component there, as well as examination component there. Now we can also check the performance from this graph shown here. If I click on these items here in this data grid, I would see um, the performance graph down here, right? So whatever that I click up there, it would show the graph there for us to see how the students perform. Now, also, it would now generate how the students perform, or the grades, that's the statistics for the grades. Um, Statistics showing the number of students scored the each of the grades here. So you can see from here, there's a distribution here: 4A's, 5B's, 6C's, 8 D's, and 4E's and 2 5's there, right? Now this one is basically generated from the data that we entered. In the next video, I will show you how you can generate the progressive report or progressive results for the courses, and then submit those to the assessment coordinator. Thank you for watching.